Okay, let's bring this thing domestic. Uh, the front runner, Donald Trump. I- I- There are polls that have come out that has him ahead of obviously all of the Republican uh, wannabe candidates, and he's also ahead of Biden in many of the key swing states. This is a man who has, I believe, 93 felony charges against him. What do you predict is going to be the outcome with those court cases and him making it back into the White House?
Basically, Sean, I don't know, and I can't predict if they're gonna prove him guilty. That's the thing, is they're gonna prove him guilty. And if they do, and he's a criminal, then he has no business running for president. Okay, if they can prove that. But if the on the other hand, if he's being basically accused of falsely just to get him out of the running, now that's corruption. Okay, this is what we're looking at right now, and this is what's going to be have to be fought in the courtroom. Is there evidence? And if there is, my position is put him in prison. But if it's not, exonerate him. At the same token, if the other party has filed false charges on him, then they should go to jail because nobody should charge anybody falsely either. And this is where I'm saying we're getting to the point where we need to have these checks and balances. Okay, I'm not a political guy. You know why I'm not a political guy? I don't support neither party because I've seen corruption in both parties. So am I going to vote for Satan or am I going to work for the devil? I've seen it. I lived it. I've been in the government. I've been ordered not to arrest somebody. And I saw it not only with the DEA, I saw it when I was a highway patrolman, Sean. I arrested one time this doctor who was drunk on his butt. And he told me, he said, you can arrest me. I'm a very high political figure. I'm going to have your job. You can't arrest me. And I said, I'm going to arrest you. And I arrested him. Next morning, my sergeant calls me. He says, did you arrest Dr. So-and-so last night? And I said, yes, I did. Would you go to the judge's office and drop charges on him? And I said, why? He was drunk, really drunk, and he insulted me, said he was going to get me fired. He says, Hector, he can get you fired. Go to the judge's office right now, and I mentioned the judge, Judge Sharp's office, and dismiss a DUI on him. I was ordered. So I did. But next day, I see this white guy drunk on his butt too, and I arrest him for DUI, and I put him in the back seat of my patrol car, and I was calling for a tow truck, and he starts crying like a little boy. And I said, why are you crying? He says, because I'm a truck driver, and this DUI arrest is going to cause me to lose my job, and I might lose my family. My wife might leave me. And I said, okay, I'm going to let you go. I'm going to call your wife to come pick you up right now. But I never want you to drunk drive again because you're posing a danger not only to yourself, but also to other drivers out here. So I got on the dispatch and I called my dispatch and says, call this number, talk to this lady, and have her come and pick up her husband over here. He's drunk. And the dispatcher goes, you're not going to arrest him? And I said, no, I'm going to let him go. Man, was I in trouble with my sergeant the next day. He said, why are you letting drunk drivers go? I said, because, you told me to let the doctor go. How's the doctor, who you said was a city councilman and a very important person, different than this guy? This guy's going to lose his job. Sergeant, you're making me where I can't do my job anymore. I can't believe in justice here. So I quit the highway patrol, Sean, because of that. Because after that, I couldn't arrest anybody for DUI anymore. If I arrest a big guy and then my sergeant's going to call me, we'll dismiss charges on him. That is not law enforcement to me. That wasn't why I went on the job. And it happens all the time. And it's gotten worse. Some people get arrested and other people do not get arrested. There's not equal justice for all. That's when I say that is corruption right there.
No, I mean, you know, African Americans, I believe, are 30% of the population in this country, yet they're 70% of the incarcerated people in the same country. No, it's not equal justice for all. And we all know that. I want to bring it back to the border before I let you go. We started briefly speaking about Trump and if he would make it back into the White House. Uh, do you believe that out of all of the candidates, if there's going to be anyone to get in the White House and get things under control at the US Mexican border, it would be him?
I believe so because he did it before. He stopped it. And he was building that wall. And they stopped it. Okay? I believe he would stop that. Okay. I also believe that Donald Trump would go after the cartels because in 2019, when he was president, that's when the Sinaloa cartel executed 13 Mormons. The 13 Mormons that I talked about, they were traveling down to Mexico or waiting, where they burned the babies alive in their baby chairs. Donald Trump went to President Lopez Obrador of Mexico and he told them, we need to come in and go after these cartels. And that's when President Obrador says no. He told Donald Trump that. It went public. I'm going to do war against the cartels with abrazos, not balazos. I'm going to go with them by hugs, not bullets. And he said, with all due respect, I'm trying to avoid a war here. He might as well just said, I'm on the take. I'm corrupt too. I'm not going to do nothing about it. And guess what? Nobody got arrested for those murders either. Somebody got arrested. So that's the way it is.